Collinwood in 1840, and a night of horror and tension is over for Julia Hoffman. She has introduced herself to the family as Julia Collins, the sister of the Barnabas who is to arrive from England. But Barnabas has not followed her to the past, and she is released from the coffin a Barnabas who does not know her and will not help her. This morning, she and Ben Stokes went to chain the coffin again, but the secret room of the mausoleum was empty. And at Collinwood, Julia finds herself alone with a man she fears.
Oh, by the way, Miss Collins, I have something that belongs to you.
Oh? What? My word, what is it?
An earring, I think.
Really? Such an unusual design.
Isn't it? I found this in the playroom the night before last.
But I wasn't here. Why would you think it would be mine?
Because there's another one just like it on your dresser.
Why were you in my room?
I brought your luggage in from town. This was on your dresser, one like this. Now, this can't be a coincidence, can it, Miss Collins? Can it? Now tell me, who are you? And what do you want here? Tell me! Now! I am waiting.
What right have you to question me?
Would you prefer Gabriel Collins to do it? He was the one that found the earring. He is as interested in this as I am. Daniel Collins says there was a woman in the room the night the earring was found. Now, was it you?
I arrived this evening. You know that. Not accustomed to strangers doubting my word.
When Gabriel showed me this, I had a feeling that it belonged to a woman who did not dress as a woman ought to do.
You're a psychic, too?
Not professionally.
Well, whatever your interests, I can answer your questions about the earring very easily. It was on the bureau when I went into the room.
Nobody has been into that room since all the time I've been here, and that's been several months.
I meant to call it to Mrs. Collins' attention, but you can do that now. There's no way of telling how long it's been there, is there?
No, there isn't.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to solve the little mystery yourself.
We will solve it. And soon.
Hey, Miss Collins. Stiles?
Good day, Ben. I've been hoping to see you so that I could hear more stories about Father when he was young. My brother and I used to listen to how Collinwood was then.
If you will excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Stiles, I should think you'd be fascinated with the family story.
I'm afraid I'm only interested in...
Something. I lost an earring, and he, Gerard Stiles, found the other one in my room.
I've got enough troubles without him. I've looked everywhere, and I can't find Mr. Barnabas's coffin.
We've got to find him before it's too late.
There was attacks in the village last night. They got everybody all riled up. Oh, Mr. Pettibone asked me this morning if I remembered a long time ago other people being attacked in the same way. He figured they happened around about 1797. He was right. I never thought I'd see it happen again. After Mr. Barnabas's father and I chained him in his coffin.
If we could only talk to him.
There's one place. Just one place he'd be sure to go.
Well, we must go there, too.
Not you. Just me. It's our only chance. I think he'll listen to me. There.
How I've longed to see your face again. I will never forget you. Now I'm free again. Free. I must begin a new life. Forgive me. I had to say goodbye. Well, Ben.
Well enough to know you'd come here.
For the last time.
What does that mean?
Josette can never be mine. I will make an existence without her.
Barnabas, you hated your life before.
I will no longer condemn myself to that coffin.
You got to, Mr. Barnabas.
Ben, you served me well. You cannot understand the eternal darkness of that tomb. I will not involve you this time as I did before. I will take whatever chances I must, alone.
You must not, Mr. Barnabas. You must talk to that woman, that Julia. She's from the future, from 1970.
What an incredible story. I do not have your naivete.
She could help you.
No one can help me.
You'll be caught, Mr. Barnabas. I can feel it.
How, Ben? Since I still exist in the year 1970.
She explained it to me. You were released from your coffin in 1967. She changed the course of history when she let you escape last night. You're not safe.
The word safe has no meaning for me, Ben.
A note from Flora at Rose Cottage. Should I tell you what is in it? Please, Gerard, come and see me as soon as you can.
You are psychic, love.
No, Letitia. I have learned to recognize that peculiar look she gets in her eye whenever she wants to see me.
A real heartbreaker. As I should know.
I shall never break your heart, Letitia. I promise.
Maybe that's what I'm afraid of. You paid very little attention to me since I came here, love.
Letitia, I've made a brand new life for you. New luxury. No more cheap music halls. No more bums asking for you to read their minds. No more singing and dancing in this putrid...
Sometimes I miss it. You just gave me to that Flora like I was a present of some kind. I got to talk to her all the time about my life. She writes it all down.
But you're going to be very famous. You're going to be in a book.
Now, love, you know there are some things about my life a lady shouldn't even talk about, much less read.
There's money here, Letitia. Money just waiting. And we're not leaving here until we get it.
Let's just make sure we leave here together. Please, love.
I beg your pardon.
No need to apologize. Julia Collins, Miss Letitia Fay. And if you will excuse me now, Letitia, may I give you a ride back to Rose Cottage?
Thank you, love. I promised to start Samantha's horoscope.
Oh, do you do horoscopes, Miss Fay?
As a favor.
Yes, Miss Fay is a professional psychic. Unlike myself, she can read the future. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, Flora, I won't be late.
Don't you live at Collinwood?
No. At Rose Cottage with Mrs. Flora Collins, the novelist.
Can you really see the future?
Oh, yes. Some people don't believe what I see, but they find out it's true.
How fascinating. You mean just standing here, you can tell what will happen in this room one day?
Perhaps.
Could you tell something about, say, 1970?
No. I couldn't do that, love. I can only see tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, even if I could see 1970, why, none of us would live long enough to find out whether I was right or not. How'd you ever pick that date?
Oh, I had a dream about this room in that time. Could you possibly try and see if my dream is right?
I'm not promising anything. I see. Do you smell the smoke?
No, go on.
Smoke and dust. I'm sorry, love. That's all I see.
Was Collinwood destroyed? Oh, Barnabas must be alive, but why hasn't he joined me? If I could only see the future, if I only knew what Barnabas was doing now.
Are you feeling any better?
No.
I'm sorry. I had hoped you'd feel well enough to attend the funeral this afternoon.
I couldn't even do that.
I know I shouldn't have gone to Europe. I thought I had time to bring back the one man who could exorcise Gerard. I thought I had time. That's all I could hear this afternoon as I listened to the minister read the Psalms over those caskets. Elizabeth, David, Daphne, Hallie, all gone.
I'll never forget that night. Those creatures that Gerard summoned from the grave. They stopped me from following Julia. Elliot, I'm going to find her. That night in the hall. She opened the door and the stairs was there. That same stairs that brought us back from 1995. Someone wanted her to find them, to help her. I've got to find out where Julia went, and somehow I've got to get there.
If those stairs brought you from 1995, that must be where Julia is now.
No. No, I believe the only place those stairs went was back into the past. That's where all this began. But the family journals say that the original Quentin Collins built some sort of strange staircase somewhere back in 1840. Stairways that led to another time.
And I assume you intend to use the I Ching again.
I have no other choice. Even if I don't go back for Julia, I have to go back and try to change history so that this terrible night couldn't have happened.
The I Ching can be very dangerous.
You cannot talk me out of it, Elliot. Now, Carolyn.
I love visiting you, Cousin Barnabas, but I can't quite understand why you insisted, simply because Mother is away. I think it was a very good idea for her to take David and Hallie on a trip. They've had no vacation at all this year, you know. Do you know what I think I shall do? Spend the weekend at the beach house. Could I, Cousin?
We will decide that later, Carolyn.
I used to always go there at this time of year. I love it in the fall. The leaves are red, dying. Something happened. What happened at Collinwood? Who were those men who set fire to it? How silly I am. It was only a dream, that's all. A nightmare. I don't even remember what it was about now. I think I should go upstairs and pack a bag so that I should be ready to go to the shore in the morning. Oh, it would be so lovely to be by the sea and alone.
You must get her to a psychiatrist at once. She should be at Wyncliffe.
I keep hoping that the effects of what had happened would wear off.
That's not true. You told me yourself. She will be just the same in 1995.
She will harm no one.
You may be right about Carolyn, Barnabas, but I don't think you should overlook the other problem. Where is he?
Upstairs. No, Granted, that's not true. Hallie was his niece.
Was? Why did you say was?
Carolyn, you go up to your room and I'll come by and explain later.
No, you won't stop me from seeing Daphne. You won't. I've got to see her. She's with Gerard now. You don't understand. I've lost her forever. I saw her die. Oh, she died in my arms. And I saw the children. They were dead, too. I could have saved them. I could have saved them.
No, Quentin. No one could save you. Now, come.
No. You want me to go back to Collinwood again? You want me to go back and watch it all over again, and
No, Quentin.
I'm gonna do it.
No. There's only one place where we want you to go where you'd be much happier.
I'll never be happy. I'll never be happy until I see her again. Never.
We'll take him to Wyncliffe at once.
You'll be better off at Wyncliffe.
The expression on his face when he said goodbye, it felt like I'd betrayed him.
You kept him alive.
But for what? In 1995, he will be as lost as he is now, and after all those years of confinement. Elliot, I've asked you for many things, but I would like to ask one more favor. Would you take care of Carolyn?
Yes, of course.
Perhaps you could find a doctor for her. I trust you, Elliot.
Barnabas, you didn't think of one thing. If the I Ching works, your body will remain after your spirit is left. Someone must stay here.
Willie Loomis. He knows his instructions.
Yes, of course. I'll go and tell Carolyn that we're driving to the beach house.
Roxanne. You will be safe here. I'm going away. Sebastian's gone. I'm going to try to get back to your time and change your fate. Oh, I wish I could look at you. But when I come back, perhaps I can.
She's genuinely pleased to be going. She was very upset about Quentin. She wants to get away from here.
Thank you.
Barnabas, I wish there were some other way.
Well, there is not.
No. Throw the wands, Barnabas. I pray that this will work. You've no assurance that you will arrive in the right time. The 49th hexagram. The hexagram of change.
I am ready, Professor.
You must visualize a door with the hexagram painted on it. Concentrate until the door begins to open.
It's opening.
Now, you must pass through the door. Rise and go through that door.
No. No, it can't be.
It can't be!